Machine. Welcome to the Paint Place. You're watching Roland and Boss TV.
Happiness hit her.
Isabella, thank you so much for inviting me down to what we've aptly named the Schloft.
The Schloft.
That's right, okay.
Because it's somewhere between a shed and a loft.
Shed and a loft. A bit later, when I swing the camera around, we'll be able to show you about. But thank you so much for letting us down.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now,
it's really a pleasure to have you here.
Ah, well, what a lovely thing to do near Christmas time. And you've just been nominated for a Grammy.
Yes.
Am I allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
How exciting is that?
Yes, I am a Grammy-nominated songwriter.
Whoop, whoop.
Florence and the Machine.
Nice.
So that's very exciting. Yeah, it's been a crazy year.
Obviously, we want to talk a bit about Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
You being the machine.
Yeah.
Where did you first hook up and start writing music?
Well, I had a little tiny studio around the corner,
Yeah.
and Flo was going out with this guy who was in a band that I'd sort of was teaching myself how to use all the equipment, so I was like doing remixes for this band.
Yeah.
And then she came to a party once at the studio, and I was like, wow, she can really sing. But I was only interested in making rap with rappers, and then sampling stuff and doing all that kind of geeky stuff. And then one day I kind of got a bit fed up with it. I was just like, I want to hang out with a girl in the studio and do something girly and like make a pop song, because I love R&B as well, and I loved Beyonce and Destiny's Child at the time, and like grew up with Madonna as well. So I was just like, why not? And then she was like skipping around one day, and I was like, Flo, what are you doing today? Do you want to come and make a song with me? And she was like, yeah, sure. So I literally gave her this weird programmed beat that I'd made, and she sort of picked out of a few of them and then sat down and wrote these lyrics. And then when she sang, she was like literally trembling, and it was like, oh, you're going to be a superstar, let's make an album.
So, you got the JUNO-Di.
I love this guy.
You love that guy.
This is my best friend.
Tell me about that guy.
We've written a lot of music together.
Okay.
I've pretty much written everything in the last year on this. Like, for me, so going from having, like, these kind of hip-hop roots, like teaching myself the piano again with Flo, and then starting to work with other people when I'm not working with her. So using the piano the whole time. I've just kind of, I don't know, I've always felt as well that having, like, the song is really important for me. Like, it's all cool that, people make these amazing sounding records, but then you can't hear anyone singing over the top of it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm lucky that the first artist that I really worked with that wasn't a rapper was Flo, because she's got such a beautiful voice. So it was just, we kind of learnt together about making songs. So I now try and use this as a basis for everything. So sometimes I'll start with a beat, sometimes I'll start with a piano riff, and then since having this, I've been able to write guitar riffs, because I can't play the guitar.
Absolutely.
So now I can. Or at least sketch out ideas and then get somebody to re-record them. So we've had quite a lot of fun together.
Fantastic.
Last year. And also I use it live because I'm in the band now. So I've got 2 Roland keyboards that I use on stage, and we do all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, I use it literally for the simple noises. So I've got like string setting, keyboard, using organ on dog days. I've started using synths and arpeggiating things, but we're only just starting to write the second album. So, because we had the whole first album was really organic. It was all like writing parts that kind of suited Flo's voice, but that we can imagine real instruments playing.
Okay.
So it'd be like writing violin parts, and then writing an organ part, and then re-recording that sort of stuff.
Sure. So,
this time round, we're like attacking it in a different way. We're kind of going, let's make some synth noises, and like, who cares about real instruments? Florence and I are back in the studio to do album number 2.
Album number 2. So have you got a load of tracks that are written that you're working on and need to whittle down, or is it just the writing process again?
Starting from scratch. So we've done a big like choral thing that's got a really nasty beat in it. So I use the choir sound on this.
Wicked.
And I was like, how like struggling with this idea for ages. It was a vocal that we recorded on the line-in of my mic when we were like wasted on a tour bus going from Belgium to Amsterdam. We stayed up all night and recorded this vocal. Like literally, she was singing at my laptop, and it was so lo-fi. And
sure.
then they were like, "Oh, you got to come up with some ideas, you know, before you get in the studio with Flo." So I kind of turned it into this like big epic, like a prayer kind of with a big nasty beat in it. So we finally turned that into a song last week, and it's sounding really good. So
right.
That's a good start. Then I've written another track that she's yet to sing over, but she was a bit afraid of it because she was like, "Oh, it sounds like Take That, just sing on it." And I was like, "Come on, Flo, can't you do something nice?" She's like, "It's too nice. I have to sing something nasty over the top of it." I was like, "No, you don't. Come on, just do something really lovely."
Embrace the niceness.
Yeah, and so I think I finally persuaded her. So I'll play you that, and
sure.
She's gonna do something over the top of it. And then she wants to do a waltz. So we're going to try and do that back in the studio with her on Monday. So
fantastic.
Hopefully we'll have some new toys to play with as well.
We're going to say in probably about 2 hours' time, you're getting yourself the SHO1, the Gaia, and the new JUNO-Di.
Yes.
So hopefully...
Which fits in with the whole trying to do things a little bit more synthy and
sure.
like less, I don't know, less music-y. If that makes sense.
Of course,
but without
it makes sense.
Still...
We know what you're on about.
With it still being music. Wicked.
Fantastic. Well, let's have a look at the keys.
Yes. Yeah, bright brass sounds really good. Favourite patch? Well, obviously, Tom, who plays the harp in Florence and the Machine, is a good friend of mine. But actually, I've picked out the harp setting on the keyboard, and I was like... Oh no, so how's it go? Such a beautiful instrument.
Because that's quite a signature sound for Florence.
Yeah, so it all came from like... So... There's pedals on. That was all like me on the keyboard. Because it's such a beautiful noise. And I use it on pretty much everything. And then Tom will often replay what I've written, but we'll always use the harp setting to begin with.
Sure.
Strings. If we want to layer up strings, we'll often use this guy. There we go. No. Big fan of... Oh, we use pits on everything. Blinding. Also, the violins. Here we go. Trying to think. Yeah. And recently, I've been really getting into the arpeggiated button.
Aha.
Everything on the synth, it's so good. The arpeggiator is so good. So since we've been trying to do things... Hold on a sec. get all the way back down.
Can you tell us a bit about what that does?
Yeah, just kind of like chops the noise up and then plays it. So, for example, hold on. But then if you arpeggiate it,
Yeah.
let's go back to sequence 1.
Yes.
Tiny Temper, Eat Your Heart Out. I've been doing this for bass lines. So that's like, I arpeggiate everything.
I was about to flow over the top of that. I mean, you know, you cut me short.
And then, so I've just written a song as well for Flo that she's going to sing over the top of. Because it's so beautiful. Just a piano, like straight up piano, just this 88 stage ground, and then but through the chord memory button. Sounds so nice. Remember, it kind of goes. Oh yeah, it goes back up again. So
Nice.
like even if we just use them for writing,
Yeah.
I'm particularly a fan of the rock ones. Sound good.
Okay, so we're on rock here.
Nice reverberated snare, which I have like literally used on everything. So much fun.
And we've got some pedals set up here that we know you've
These-
been using on your new project.
New project, The Life, the Love and the Grateful. Graham's been hammering them with the guitar sound, so I've been writing riffs on the keyboard, and then Graham's been hammering them. Hold on.
And we've just set them up
It's kind of
to go
like a
through the
sort of-
keyboard.
Hold on, I'm getting into the nice noises. Ah, acoustic guitar as well, just
Okay.
you know, to enjoy my Stairway to Heaven moments. It's really fun because it's got loads of really good guitar sounds on it, and if you're clever about it, you can write things without needing a guitar player, which is awesome. See, who needs a guitar?